William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him, King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy, intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Yeah, where we get that? Abuka, straight. Get to the red. Dein Hestes? Primet Garu. Andente to serve. Duce is none but dead.
Pater's your Hände!
It's Yahweh! Obedience is anima tu strebe. What venture? Clitus, in the top. Up, Clitus, yeah! We are coming! Clitus, stand in the yard! Before they on the way, Tende! Let them go! Go, we go! Go, we go! Clitus, beat of your armor! Forfera! Clitus, in the top! Clitus, stand in the yard! On the Clitus yard! Yeah! Yes, something! Winner! Up, Clitus! Clitus, stand in the yard! Up, Clitus yard! On the Twitter! Up, Clitus yard! It's living to hear them!
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
It's living to hear it. Und redet nu, Turkus. Nu, Turkus, ich shall lay it down. Von Wande Freckles. Swa, is Jay Pende. At mina worde, fem. Certes. Ich shall lay it down. Alles Mister, to Shepherd. Andente to servant! Utrida nu, Turkus! Alles Schwinde! Utrida nu, Turkus! Utrida nu, Turkus! Ich shall lay the answer! Knippe, servant, you ready? On fire! Yes, sir! Knippe! Ja, die kommt an dem! Ich rede vor! Today's number! Abuga! Brava Knippes, ja! Before they on the way, Tende! Let us go! Knippes, in the sun! Dein Hestes, watch it!
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Get the team and Catherine and they would have.
Is he ready, practice?
Here the Hoover.
Yet to be ready for Hestes.
Yes, sir? Did you say it?
Nu, certes.
Yes, sir? Sheriff's here. Yes, sir. Understood. We're getting day on Comatana, Cherlas. Comatana, Cherlas. That's Sule Mayo Tenbred.
It is Sita at mina worde, fem.
When you work it. It's Timber Theos.
What's your way, you order?
Henry's presence on the doorstep of Bayeux would not go unanswered, and now his forces braced for an attack by Robert's army.
Each timber
That should be a timber, and you work it.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment. Henry repelled the attack, but he knew that so long as Bayeux still stood, the city would not give up the fight.
Each a willer, Hestes commende. Each a worker.
What's their faith, eh?
That shule Bayeux timbran. Each timbra theos.
Sherlas der fende
Nu, Tulkes, set it ya. It's live to get it.
Yes, sir. Here when they off. Each a worker.
Look at you, we shall lay the ya.
You work that.
Ike omnius.
Estes commende. What's the end they do?
Veradon.
Yaru to work.
It is Sita for actors.
Each brew what thirty say. Veradon.
Get thee ready for Hestes.
Yes, sir. Gongende new.
Estes commende.
Yes, sir. West off each a gap. Uende off. Ferende new. Equiller do it.
It is Sita for actors. And then to serve.
And your worker. Heading off.
Knitas, stand there! Knitas, in the tower!
Yes, sir. With the one. Each timber thing. What's the day?
Knitas, yeah!
Henry's infantry would now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.
Knitas, stand for Warde Freckes, mit Baldenes! Araflat Strelboren, Yenwa!
That timber shall bear.
Get thee ready.
Yaru to work. Ike o worke.
Nu, Tulkes, set it ya.
Ike o. Yarway, you are.
Each ale be done.
What thirty say?
And you work, eh?
Strela,
Look at you, be ready, Freckes.
And you work, eh?
It is Sita for actors.
Strail born.
Ut read it nu, Tulkes.
Bear death may.
Yes, sir. West Kuala.
And you work, eh? Each timber of Theos.
What thirty say?
Nu, Tulkes, set it ya.
Yes, and you work, eh?
Strail born.
What's the faith, eh? Yeah, it's you will, eh? What's it and as to done?
Yaru to work.
Fair.
Knitas, work it!
still standing there!
Strelmålet!
Drömsökjör! We are scanner! Yes, sir! Where's the one?
Strele Fuse! Strela Fuse! Flamboga Arod! Beodeth May!
Yarrow to work.
And your worker?
Teach a worker.
Get thee ready for Hestes.
Abuga Strelmål! Strelboga Arod!
Look at you, thee ready.
Flamboga Arod!
Yes, sir.
Strela Fuse!
And you work off each a guy. Go get thee a taker, him. Yes, sir. What the sure, lass? The earth to lend a good leech.
Look at you, ear for a board.
See Strelmål and Yadu. It shall timber this.
And your worker? What survey say? That's Shule Bayo Timber.
Ich eo to nu Yalast. Strela Fuse! Beodeth May!
It is Sitha for Actus.
Ramja by Berusiara!
Get thee ready for Hestes.
Berusiaru Yaru!
With the power of battering rams, the English army could crack open Bayer's mighty walls.
Understood.
Beodeth
A worker.
It is for one day fragrance. Mid one. Look at you, shall lay.
Strelmål Rakef Yewa!
At mina word, Ferret.
And you work. Ik will do it. What the business?
Strele Fuse!
That's Shule Beotenfred.
Wait, Sedierwed! Flamboga Arod!
Ikeo.
And you work.
Get thee ready for Hestes.
Leo Yewe Wigenda! Beedus Hesta Agnawa! Beodosiera!
Du, Tulke, for one day fragrance.
Wait, Sedierwed!
Underfund the hill to shop beyond that.
Beodeth May!
It is Sitha.
Beodeth May!
Where's the Jedward? Ah, look at it! Yeah! Ah, look at it! Yeah! Find the end of here! He's just standing there! The end of Shepayana! The end of Saras Verende! We're beyond the shores of the end of Saras! Wendende! Not this one, Martin! Oh, look at it! What the frickers! Find the Verende in there!
Get to circles. And even your eyes. For Ferret.
Utfrida tu, Fulkes! Gripe! Where's the Jedward? Apple Creek!
Nu Yala!
Argy ready! On fire!
Yes, sir.
Eat your worker.
Bayer's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
It shall betimbrate this!
Flamboga arod.
Your way, Yawa. This will do it. Eat your worker. Here am offer.
Estes comende. Yarwa Iowa.
Yeah, each will. Here am offer. Each timbre theos.
What's the business?
As Bayeux burned and the people fled in terror, King Henry basked in the victory over his brother Duke Robert. But Henry would not stop until all of Normandy was back under the English crown. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. By 1100, the medieval knight was dressed from head to toe in mail.
Mail is really like a metal fabric. It moves and behaves like a cloth, but is actually made of hundreds and thousands of interlocking iron rings.
It could turn and deflect a sword blade.
As an armor, mail didn't work all by itself. It needed the addition of a padded coat. The coat absorbed the shock of the blow, whilst the mail turned away the cut. Together, they formed an incredibly effective protection.
The first stage in making mail was to create wire to the right thickness. To do this, it was pulled through a drawing plate, which had a series of ever smaller holes, until you got wire of the desired gauge.
To make the rings, we wind the wire onto a mandrel.
And then we take it off the mandrel and cut the rings.
So I've flattened the overlapping ends of the ring and I've pierced a hole through it. And now Nick has to put a rivet in it. The basic construction of mail would be a ratio of 4:1. So each ring goes through 4 of its fellows. Here you can see I've made a set of 5, which will then be joined to other sets of 5 to create a sheet of mail.
Mail had to be tailored to a perfect fit. It had to be shaped for feet and legs, arms and hands, and, of course, the head. A skilled mail maker could make very precise shapes.
Of course, for more complicated parts of the body, like elbows, we can actually tailor it in 2 different directions at the same time.
Yeah, so if we fold this in half, we have an elbow.
One of the main benefits of tailoring in mail was that it meant a knight didn't have to carry a single ring of extra weight that he didn't need to.
The mail to cover a knight from head to toe required about 200,000 rings.
High-status knights would have had their mail edged with gold, but most importantly, it had to be functional.
Clad in mail with his shield and helmet, the knight was well equipped to face the weapons of the day.